we want to give you guys a disclaimer. The contents below is for educational purposes only. It should not be construed as legal advice or financial advice. So please seek your own CPA or attorney. So let's begin the show. So I want to let you guys know something, and I want you to know this from the bottom of my heart. We could not do this without you. You don't understand how many people we have spoken to have given us questions. They're like, what do we do with our business? How do we structure it? Those are very complicated questions. If you're asking us, those can be very complicated questions. Now, if you're asking someone like Joe Schmo's Set Up LLC, they might just tell you, go to your Secretary of State and set it up. Not a wrong answer. Not a completely wrong answer. But it can get much deeper than that, right? How many times do other people consider their LLCs instead of transitioning into a C Corp?
A lot of times. I mean, people usually start with an LLC just because it's the easiest thing out there to get. But as you get more advanced, it's just like a game, right? You are going up in levels. You got to get yourself a C Corp, a Willie C Corp.
Willie Corporation. Willie Corporation.
Willie Corporation.
Now you can go ahead and go to Amazon.com and get you Willie Corporation. You can go to Amazon to get the documents, to get the actual setup documents of what documents you need for your shares. Who are you going to give the shares to? Not to set up the corporation, but to get specific documents. They have bundles, is what they call them.
LLC corporate kit.
There we go, a corporate kit. Yep. Thank you, Vinny. This is why you need partners.
LLC.
This is why you need partners.
Check it out. Go check it out.
Oof. So many times I might not remember something, and then my partner has my back. Always. No matter what we do, no matter how upset we can get at each other, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we can count on each other. Who can you count on? And I'll tell you who, Vermilion Vitez.
We are here every single night.
Here every single night. We do this at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time every night.
Right? Like now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's just ongoing, giving you guys educational content to better your life and empower your education.
When you know, the day you know we took a break is the day you don't see us. Other than that, it's every day.
Not even. I mean, we might take a break from live, but we're slamming them with posts.
Oh, no. You still feel us.
It's like we're right there when you at least expect it. If you're in the shower, we're there as a video, just watching. If you're in your dreams, we're there giving you motivational speeches. We're there everywhere, on your car, everywhere.
Look, I want to let y'all know something. Here at Vermilion Vitez, man, this guy here, Benny, is the backbone. Again, every night, I'm going to give him his flowers. I'm going to let him know that he's doing so great and fantastic. I wish you nothing but blessings, health, wealth, and prosperity for you and your family.
Well, thank you, sir.
I want the greatest things for you. I want the greatest things for your family. I want you guys to be like waking up first thing in the morning at the biggest mansion in Hollywood, baby. Anyways, in Hollywood, baby. You know what I'm saying? The most expensive.
Rocket ship.
Like a rocket ship.
Go for it.
Like a rocket ship. It was a lot of pride. It's in the moment. You gotta.
It's in the moment. Yeah.
It's like a rocket ship. But again, this is us just having a conversation in front of you guys. We always have to show admiration for work because honestly, you gotta understand. If I'm putting 12 hours in front of you live, then he's doing another 12 hours right behind me and other things that the company needs.
I'm just breathing heavy because I'm right behind you. I'm right there.
Right behind me. You can't do anything without a support system. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Jesus had disciples. Kings have their soldiers. The government has their politicians. And here at Vermilion Vitez, we have a team.
We have a team.
We have a team. And there's something about this team that you can't get anywhere else. They're super committed to you and making sure that you get the information that you need. All you have to do is, hey, I have a question, Benny. What do you think? All we're here for is starting conversations. What do you think Benny and I do every morning? Start a conversation. We're human beings. We're just looking to have a relationship. If we're inviting you to have a conversation with us, that's it. How many times do you have a chance to have a conversation with Rockefeller? How many times? He passed away. You're not going to have any chances.
Unless they put it in AI, like people are doing nowadays. They'll just name an AI Rockefeller. Maybe they'll talk to him.
Go ahead. You might know what you might need, but you're still gonna need to consult with somebody. You need education.
Thing. This guy I saw on the news the other day.
Get an attorney.
He actually put in all his wife's information into the AI, and he started talking to her, even though she had passed away. He was still talking to her as an AI. Like, how crazy is that? And he just thought it was her answering. Like, they're replying to each other as an AI. Like, come on. Anyway, it's a little short story news that I saw the other day. But here you go, Ray. Have you guys ever been stuck into that nice Bible verse and you didn't know what to do with it? It was just so amazing, so sincere, so truthful that you're like, what is this? You're like,
I have one. I went by night through the valley gate and viewed walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and its gates, which were consumed by fire. Nehemiah 2:13.
Anyway, I'm just
kidding. You asked.
Anyway.
You asked. I was so hyped. I had to tell you. It really means you don't wait for the enemy to strike to build the wall. That's all it really means.
Anyway.
I couldn't wait to say it, Benny. I beat you to it. It's like, no, I couldn't wait.
So, have you guys, just like Ray, like he had one at the tip of his tongue, but have you guys ever been interested in that single Bible verse that you're like, what is there more than this? Is there something?
Yeah, I got another one. No, go ahead.
And I'm going to bring something out very special for you tonight, right? It's Ecclesiastes 11:1, right? And Ray is going to dissect this with me here. At 11:1, Ecclesiastes, it says, ship grains across the sea. After many days, you may receive a return. Written by King Solomon, which is known to be the greatest king of abundance and wealth and wisdom from God. Now think about this. Wait, ship? Go back again. Ship your grains across the sea. After many days, you may receive a return. After many days, here, we're like, what does this mean? You're shipping goods across the sea, and then you're expecting a return? Doesn't that sound like an investment? Which you do not know when it's going to return. And most of us today, right?
Benny, I don't even think you're understanding what you are saying right there. These are the barter systems. Everything was found by the barter systems, the currency.
Yes.
Go ahead, Benny. Go ahead. I didn't mean. I was dissecting with you. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, you're totally right. Like all these laws, like look at this. It's a Bible verse that is reflecting to the law, maritime law. It's reflecting to the law of the sea, as Ray was mentioning it, and it also has a piece of knowledge about investment. Which, what do a lot of people think? They're going to be wealthy just out of thin air as soon as they buy a crypto coin, or do they have to compound that interest as it goes up? Right? We don't know. All we do is we invest and we expect for a prosperous future as when we harvest, right? And we could get a lot of things. I could go deep in talking about investment from this single verse, and Ray could go all in on the maritime law with that single verse as well. Now, for the viewers, Ray, what is maritime law?
What is maritime law, Benny? What is it? What is it? Right? That is a very fantastic question. And look, I'm going to do something what you all should be doing, right? What is maritime law? Google search. I'm going to tell you, right? Maritime law, also known as admiralty law, is the body of law that governs maritime activities and disputes related to navigate waters and the sea. That's why I keep saying currency. It covers international treaties and national statutes that regulate ships.
Ship your grains across the sea.
Wait, ship your grains. Ship. What was Noah's Ark? Anyways, navigate shipping and marine commerce, as well as issues such as safer rights, marine pollution, salvation, and cargo disputes. Now, there's a reason why I give you a Google description. Of course, we could give it to you from the top of the head, but we also want to be accurate when it comes to these terms because you don't want to guess. There is no guessing when it comes to law. You do that in the court system, you have lost because the person that doesn't know his rights has no rights. It doesn't say the person that guesses rights. It doesn't say the person that kind of knows his rights. It says the person that knows his rights.
True.
Right? The person that doesn't know his rights has no rights. That means the person.
People didn't know that if you ride a boat, there's specific laws that you have to follow. They don't know that. Maritime law. Just
your birth has a lot to do with that. Ships.
Oh, big piece of knowledge there, Ray. Big piece of knowledge.
All this is everything that you deal with the bank. What is that? Those are all terms. The moment you are born, you're brought in this a birth certificate. What have you what is I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go ahead and say it in a different way. So when you are born, right? What have your parents consented to? Right? And I will leave that question open. What did they consent to when they signed the birth certificate? No, we're not going to answer these questions. Go figure it out yourself. Don't get me in trouble over here. Anyway, sorry.
I'll just say something. Did you create the birth certificate or did you sign for the whoever party it was or governmental agency to create it for you? Because they created, therefore they own it. Give Caesar what is Caesar's. So
nobody owes you anything.
I'm just saying you didn't create that birth certificate, so is it yours? Unless you do something specific to it.
They don't owe you anything. Why? Because you consented. Everything that's happened to you is by consent. Have you noticed? Have you noticed every time you sign a contract, it's pages deep. They know you're not going to read it. There's nothing wrong. You have consented. So you deserve what's coming to you, right? You deserve it. It is what it is. You don't know how to take action, right? You have to operate in commerce. So you operate in the public. In the public, right? Please know these distinctions between privacy, private, and public. Please now, know the difference.
With that single verse, right, that we said, ship your grains across the sea. We just did a whole background check on what angles could it go to. Now watch 11:2. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8 You do not know what disasters may come upon the land. Another big bombshell about investments right there, right? You don't just want to invest in one venture. There's so many ventures out there. You put all your eggs in one basket. Me and Ray had brought a guest over, Anish, and he was explaining about a buddy of his that put all his money into one basket. I think it was Chainlink, the coin. And guess what? After a while, Chainlink went down and he lost about almost $10 million. So guess what? That's not a very healthy venture. And it says here on the Bible, on the scripture, invest in 7 or 8 ventures in order for you to keep your business, your life afloat, right? And this does not even mean ventures. It also means you donating, right? Doing a good cause and not expect any outcome back.
How many of you guys are out there mowing your neighbor's lawn and then you're like, well, he would never do that for me?
No.
What? If I did something for you, I'm going to forget about it. There's no reason to bring it back up. You know how many things Benny does for me? How many things I do for Benny? Not one time do we ever bring it up. That is kind of crazy. This is the first conversation I'm having about it. Really. I'm being honest. I can't remember in the 2 years that we had conversations. We had maybe funky language, but not anything saying, oh, yeah, you're doing more or I'm doing more. No, we always said, we know we're both putting in the work.
Yes, be humble. Be humble. That's what you have to be. It's like, Ray, when
be grateful. I think the better term is be grateful.
Be grateful for what you have.
I get to cut this yard. I get to learn a lesson. I get to breathe life that God gave me. Be grateful that you get to do all these things for other people. Give without a care of wherever it's going to come back. I always tell Vinny, anytime we were ever in a circumstance, what I always tell you, Vinny, I told you this. I said, hey, man, I'm not worried about a thing. Why? Because I am a man of God, and God will take care of me.
He will provide. He always provides. That's the thing. He always provides.
Always.
In one form or the other. You know, he's not going to always provide you with cash, but with the wisdom to go and seek cash. Go find it. Go make it. Go exchange for it. He'll give you that ability. Now, if you're going to donate, don't just go out and, oh, I donated this, I donated that. Remember, you're not expecting anything in return. Nothing. These Bible verses are like fire. However, here, go back, Ray. How many investments throughout your life have you made? Have you ever in your life? I know I have put all my eggs in one basket. But this was before I read this Bible verse, right? Ecclesiastes, which it specifically says, do not invest. Oh, invest in 7 or 8 ventures. Now, have you ever, Ray, put all your eggs into one basket just to look back and say, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
Wealthy people don't.
No.
Wealthy people don't. But I will tell you this. There's different ways of looking at it. There are times where you will put all your eggs in one basket. You will! But it's because you're riding with God that you know it's going to turn out that way. There are NBA players right now, they don't think about anything else. When they were going up, right? They were training every day, working every day. They knew this is what they wanted to do. If this is what you want to do, then that is different. That is totally different. But if you're a man of $1 billion, are you going to go ahead and put your entire $1 billion into Apple? I don't think so.
I don't think so. They would never do such a thing. Never.
We are talking about legacy. We're talking about, at the moment, you have millions to billions of dollars, ways of looking at it. But when it's time to get good at something, then you put all your eggs in one basket. That's just how I look at it. Because you
When
got to
you're
get
smart
good
enough,
at something. But once you're smart enough and you have all this accumulated wealth, why would you do that?
when you have the
This,
wisdom of God, then you might want to put all your eggs into one basket. Then go.
but
Sorry.
it just depends. It just depends. I'm just chiming in. Like everything, God says certain things in the Bible, right? God says certain things in the Bible, and then you'll be confused. You'll think it's a contradiction, but it's not a contradiction. It's how you use wisdom and discernment to make your choices.
Sharp, 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 sharp. Yes. Wisdom.
Just because
and
it says,
discernment.
just because it says in the Bible, honor thy father, thy mother, doesn't mean your parents were perfect. It just means forgive them and honor them, because that's where you will find your peace. This has nothing to do with them. When it says honor thy mother, thy father, it's speaking to your commitment to your happiness and peace, to your tranquility.
Sharp, sharp, sharp. I like that, Ray.
It's just examples, right? People will be like, oh, it means honor thy mother, thy father. That means my parents are always right. No, it does not mean that. It did not say that. It said honor them. What does honor mean?
Respect.
And there was this wise person. His name was Sandrew Pape. I can't say his name. Sandrew Pape.
Pepe.
His name.
Pepe.
Pepe. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't have done it like that. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. But he said something valid. It's not. I am not a fan of anything or anyone. But he said that when you come to America, everything's skyscrapers. But when you go to other countries, they have honor.
Strength.
And when they have, but when you see the honor, when you see, and I might be using the wrong word, right? But I'm thinking more of honor. They have honor into who they were as a country. Nothing wrong with the United States. Love the United States. We're only about 300 years old. But when you go back to the Roman Empire, what type of monuments do you see? There is history. I'm speaking about the history. That's all I'm saying. They have honor in it. They have pride in it. They have love for it. It looks different. It feels different.
That's true. It's beautiful. Europe, you go to Europe, you feel like the architecture, those beautiful castles. You're like, is this Earth? Because when you go back to the US, you're like, what architecture is this? It's like modern. What? That's how
I love it. I love it. I get it. I get it. I
like
get
a
it.
box. It's like just a square box here. You build a building, it's like Lego blocks. There, no, it's like
This right here, this portrait right here, would be Galileo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that the way they treated things were different. And I don't mean to get off topic, obviously, but I'm just saying, putting in things into perspective. That's all I want to do, is put things into perspective. You know, everybody has an interpretation that in Genesis, right? Oh my God, they got me into Genesis. But Adam and Eve, everybody thinks the serpent was evil. But if it wasn't for the serpent, we wouldn't have the responsibility of knowledge. That's why the serpent is the Kundalini. It is the way how you reach your divine energy in your third eye. Oh yeah, we're giving you dip. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? In the beginning, it says the gods. Well, it says there was God, right? It says it like if it was singular. But if you read it in Hebrew, it says Elohim. That is plural. So when everything was being created, right? It's all about perspective. Everybody has, oh, the snake was wrong. Oh, Adam was wrong. Oh, Eve was wrong. No! It was meant to happen. Just like Noah's Ark, it was meant to happen. We are all stuck in judging things, and it says in the Bible, thou shalt not judge. And then you guys wonder why you're stuck. Finding somewhere to go.
It's like
because you think things are one
eyes.
way. They think things are one way, man. They think things are one way. They think about it this way. You go to high school. You go to middle school. And you think that's the only way you get your education. A lot of people do. There's some people I've talked to and they're like, I've never read a book since I left high school. Wow! That's kind of stagnant. You stay stagnant.
They just quit. It's like you graduated, you're done. Oh, I don't have to study anymore. We were mentioning this the other day. I don't have to study anymore. I already have all the knowledge. No, you don't. Psst. You don't have all the knowledge, because if you did, you wouldn't be in the situation that you are in right now, right? Begging for something to happen and you're not taking action to what it's actually supposed to make you better. Is learning, studying, gaining wisdom, discernment from God Almighty. That's who you need to be thinking, right? Ray, one more thing. We were mentioning here in Ecclesiastes on 11, 1 and 2, we're going to go all the way down now to 6. Sow your seed in the morning, and at the evening, let your hands not be idle. Okay? For you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well. Now, I'm thinking here, isn't that what generational wealth is all about? Which you do not expect to sow so quick when you plant that initial seed, right, for your family's legacy, right? When you get a life insurance policy and you place it inside your trust, which we will help guide do that with the knowledge, right? It's not night and day and boom, you're rich. No, it takes time. It takes maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, but you will sow when it's the right time. And if it's not for you, it's going to be for your family. And that's what you have to establish on this beautiful chapter here, that when you invest, maybe you will get a return right away in your life and you'll be able to use it on yourself. But don't think just about yourself. Don't be greedy. Think about others in your family who are struggling and may benefit from what you are going to reap in the future. Right? Do not do the same mistake. Solomon is here with the words of wisdom, guiding them, Ray, guiding them, saying to invest in multiple ventures. Send your bread across the sea and do not expect when it will return, but when it does, it will profit. Now, how amazing is that you could get a whole trading, a whole stock market portfolio is just here. Everybody, all the wealth, they just invest in different ventures. What Ray said, when you have discernment and wisdom from God and he guides you to a particular thing, then you could think about doing something different.
I want to give you guys some time real quick, man. I want you guys to take some time and let that soak. Let it soak. Let it soak. Were you finished right there, Vinny? I have something to say. You were finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday I told you guys about Nehemiah and the broken walls. Jerusalem was in ruins at this time. Its walls were broken down. Its gates burned with fire. The people still lived there, but they were exposed. Enemies could walk in and out, thieves, raiders, anyone who wanted to take what belonged to them. They had homes, but no protection. Then Nehemiah rose up. He saw the danger and said, this isn't just about today. If we don't build the walls, our children won't be safe. Our legacy won't last. Our legacy won't last. So he railed the people, stone by stone, section by section. They built the walls. They built the walls. They rebuilt the walls. Even when enemies tried to stop them, even when they mocked and attacked, Nehemiah wouldn't quit. And when the walls were finished, Jerusalem was secured again. Now let's think for a second. Most families are living like Jerusalem before the walls. They have homes, they have businesses, they have bank accounts, maybe even a life insurance. But without a trust, their walls are broken down. Creditors, probate courts, lawsuits, enemies can just walk in and take what they want. That's not a wall. That's a broken gate. It looks like protection, but it won't keep enemies out. A trust is the walls. It's structure. It's security. It's what makes sure what you built stays safe for your children and your children's children.
True.
So without protection, your assets are vulnerable. A will says who gets what, but it doesn't keep out enemies. A trust is a wall around your estate and the protection that keeps your legacy secure.
It's a fortress, Ray. It's a fortress. It's more than that. It's like it could be open.
I went out by night through the valley gate
of the shadow of death
and viewed the walls of Jerusalem. I went out by night through the valley of gate and viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down by its gates, which were consumed by fire. You don't want to wait for the enemy to strike to build the wall. You build now! So when the enemy comes, you're always protected. And with that, we will end the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ray, for that amazing explanation on what a trust can do for them. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go check out our recent videos that we just uploaded today. They're all about trust and wills, exactly what Ray was mentioning right now. How could it do to protect your life and make it better for your family? Okay? I'm Vinicius Paschoalini. This is Raimundo Marques. We're here at Vermilion Vitez to educate you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Stay blessed by